Hey guys, welcome back. I did my 3D embossing folders. As you can see, they leave good impressions. This is a lightweight cardstock. It's 65 pounds. And you can see the Art Deco. Now, if you're using the Sizzix 3D embossing folders, I will say that lighter weight cardstock is your best bet. None of these were sprayed with water. So if you have like white core cardstock, I would probably suggest spraying them with water. That is the medallions. Now this is heavier weight cardstock. This is about 80 pounds here. And as you can see, they don't leave quite the impression. So 65-pound cardstock is probably your best bet in here. And here's the shells. I mean, gorgeous. There's the leaves, both sides of the leaves. But in comparison, I ran just the regular plate, so they're really not any more 3D than the regular. This is just a regular embossing folder with 65-pound weight cardstock. And you can see it gives just as much, if not more, dimension on some of them. And I had to use my electronic die cutting machine to do this because it will not go through the Gemini. No matter what type of sandwich I tried to use, it would not go through at all. Because you can't use the, it comes, the Gemini MIDI comes with this, which is for, die cutting. And it comes with the shim, which certain dies you have to use both with. Like, it wouldn't go through with this, so I had to use this on my Christmas die. But I tried just using the shim with the embossing folder, which is what you're supposed to do when embossing. It wouldn't go through. So I tried it with one magic mat because it's a little thinner. It would not go through, or a little thicker. Still would not go through. I tried a regular cutting mat, which is even thicker. Would not go through. I didn't read the that's just a plastic folder. General care. Yeah, it says a 3D folder. You do the card plus a 3D folder. No shims, no plastic folder. But I still could not get it to go through. Just by itself. It would not go. So I had to use the electronic die cutting machine and had to use the plastic shim and the rubber mat, which is this here. That's the only way I could get it to go through. But it says to just use a cutting plate, the folder, and then the thing. But it wouldn't go through that way. It's too thick. So, definitely something to consider. I don't know, like if you have a big shot or anything else like that, I'm not sure what the sandwich would be for that. I don't know if you would need the platform that goes through, or if you would just use the folder and cardstock and then run it through that way. I'm not sure. I don't know, because I don't have one anymore. They're still pretty images, but like I said, I don't really find that they're any more 3D or any more raised necessarily than a regular embossing folder. Now this one was very difficult because none of the little lines would show up unless you used a lighter weight cardstock. But like I said, these dots here made a better impression when the mushrooms did really well on the lighter weight cardstock. But yeah, if you have a white core paper, I would suggest maybe spritzing it with water so it doesn't crack and show the white parts. But these aren't, well, this is solid white, so, but this isn't, you know, white core, obviously you can tell. It's just solid black, and it ran through just fine without water. I did try a couple with water. I will show you. These were the shells because I was trying to get the lines on there. That's what it looks like with water, and no lines show up on the shells. I mean the Art Deco at all, even using water and the lighter weight cardstock. And that's the heavier weight cardstock with water. So, let me see, do I have one with the, I don't have one with the shells on there. But as you can see, it doesn't leave a thicker impression or anything else like that when using water either. Yep. That one was only, this one was not using water. But as you can see, even on the back, the lines show up that are supposed to. So, yeah. I hope that's helpful in case you have 3D embossing folders. I don't know that I will purchase any more 3D embossing folders, like I said, because I don't really feel like they're much different to the, now I really do like the mushroom one. It has a lot of detail, but I'm sure a 2D would look just as well like that. So, the leaves actually are my least favorite. Now, it might be alright on a white cardstock. I didn't try that. But you don't get very many details from the leaves on a 3D embossing folder. My other least favorite is probably the medallion, at least on the black cardstock. It was a little disappointing, to say the least. But even on the lighter weight white cardstock, it does, you can see it better, but it's still not very 3D to me. See, I mean, it's still relatively flat, so not much dimension there. Whereas on the 2D, you can see it better. Especially right here at the top, you can see that it sticks out a little bit more. I mean, still flat, but, you know, they at least do stick out somewhat. So, I don't know. I don't know if that helps you guys out any. I hope it does. I didn't demonstrate putting it through the die cutting machine because that thing is loud. I will continue to play around with the Gemini to see if I can get it to go through, because a manual die cutter might actually produce different results. So if I can figure that out and get it to go through, then I will share the results of that. But I tried for almost an hour to get it to go through and could not get it to go through at all. So, I don't know. But I'm going to keep these. Put them in here with my embossing folders. And I will use those images for, you know, maybe covering tags or journal cards or something along those lines. Not really sure yet exactly what I want to do with them, but so I will have a think on that and then start working on decorating and whatnot. Don't know what we're gonna do when we come back, although I did get some of my florals, the stems. Well, I die cut all of them, but I did only a few in white, but realized that I really like the black better. And I might do some later in other colors. And I did get some birds, leaves, and the feathers done. In white, black. I did the birds in black because I like the silhouettes. I also used my Tim scraps, the wallpaper scraps, for the birds and feathers. And my leaves. But I thought the feathers turned out real pretty. So that's what I did there, and just put them all together. So now I'll at least have the die cuts that I wanted to use. But like I said, I might go back and do some more colored ones. But I really like the black in those for like silhouette cards and whatnot. So, alright, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys back here again really soon. Bye!